The tension in the chamber was palpable, the air thick with the weight of betrayal and unspoken promises. Rayyan's grip on his dagger tightened, his eyes darting between Khalid and the guards who now surrounded them. Liana's hand on his arm trembled, her voice a whisper of desperation. "Rayyan, please," she begged, her eyes pleading for restraint. "There's another way. We don't have to fight." Khalid's laughter echoed through the room, cold and mocking. "Another way? Oh, Liana, your naivety is endearing. There is no other way. The prince's fate was sealed the moment he stepped foot back in this palace." Rayyan's gaze hardened, his voice low and steady. "You underestimate me, Khalid. You always have." Khalid's smirk faltered for a moment, but he quickly regained his composure. "Guards, seize him!" The guards moved in unison, their swords gleaming in the moonlight. Rayyan's instincts kicked in, and with a swift motion, he disarmed the first guard, using the man's own sword to block the next attack. Liana watched in horror, her heart torn between the man she loved and the chaos unfolding before her. "Rayyan, stop!" she cried, but her voice was drowned out by the clash of steel. Rayyan fought with the precision of a man who had spent years honing his skills in exile. Each movement was calculated, each strike deliberate, but the odds were against him, and he knew it. He needed a way out, and fast. Liana, realizing the futility of her pleas, made a decision. She reached for the ornate dagger, hidden in the folds of her gown, a gift from Rayyan long ago. With a deep breath, she stepped forward, the blade glinting in her hand. "Khalid!" she shouted, her voice cutting through the chaos. "Enough!" Khalid turned, his eyes narrowing as he saw the dagger in her hand. "Liana, what are you doing?" "I won't let you do this," she said, her voice steady despite the fear in her eyes. "I won't let you destroy him." Khalid's expression darkened, his patience wearing thin. "You would betray your own family for him? For a man who has nothing to offer you?" "He has my heart," Liana replied, her voice unwavering. "And that is more than you could ever understand." Rayyan, momentarily stunned by Liana's bravery, seized the opportunity. With a swift motion, he disarmed another guard and made his way to her side. "Liana, we need to go, now!" Khalid's rage boiled over. "Kill them both!" he roared. The guards hesitated, their loyalty to the princess conflicting with their orders. In that moment of uncertainty, Rayyan grabbed Liana's hand and pulled her toward the hidden passage behind the tapestry. They slipped through just as the guards regained their resolve, the heavy fabric falling back into place behind them. The passage was dark and narrow, the air thick with dust. Rayyan led the way, his grip on Liana's hand firm. "We need to get to the stables," he whispered. "If we can reach the horses, we can make it out of the city." Liana nodded, her heart pounding in her chest. "Rayyan, I'm scared." He stopped for a moment, turning to face her. "I won't let anything happen to you," he said, his voice filled with determination. "I promise." They continued through the passage, the sounds of pursuit growing fainter with each step. Finally, they emerged into the cool night air, the stables just a short distance away. Rayyan quickly saddled 2 horses, helping Liana onto one before mounting the other. As they rode through the palace gates, the moon casting its silver glow over the desert, Liana glanced back at the place she had called home. It was a bittersweet farewell, but she knew that her future lay with Rayyan, wherever that might lead. Khalid watched from the palace walls, his expression unreadable. "Let them go," he said to the guards. "They won't get far." But as the figures of Rayyan and Liana disappeared into the night, Khalid couldn't shake the feeling that he had underestimated them. Love, he realized, was a force more powerful than any army, and it was a force he could not control. The desert stretched out before them, endless and unforgiving. But Rayyan and Liana rode on, their hearts united and their spirits unbroken. The journey ahead would be fraught with danger, but they faced it together, bound by a love that had defied the odds.